This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, June 25th, 2020. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Yesterday afternoon at about 3 p.m., the Arundel County Fire Department was dispatched to a house fire in the 800 block of Harbor View Terrace in the Cape St. Clair community. When they arrived, they found heavy fire from the deck of a two-story home located on a very narrow cul-de-sac. Water was a problem, and they did end up setting up a drafting engine down by a local marina. As they got underway, they found that they had heavy fire in the basement as well, and about 30 minutes into fighting the fire, they did evacuate the home of all firefighters and went to an external attack there. All in all, it took about 45 minutes to put it under control. There is no word on any injuries, cause, or a damage estimate, although the home did look like it was pretty much destroyed. You do want to check out eyeonannapolis.net because we do have pictures from Glenn Miller, who was on the scene there. Pretty devastating fire, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that nobody was injured. If you don't have health insurance, the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange has announced that it has extended its deadline for the coronavirus emergency special enrollment period one more time. It was set to expire on June 15th, and they have extended that to July 15th now. You can go to marylandhealthconnection.gov, sign up for that, and currently 43,000 people have already taken advantage of that since that went into effect back in March. If you enroll anytime between now and July 15th, your coverage will start on July 1st. And Michelle Everly, who's the executive director of the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange, said, if you know someone or your family in a community who needs health coverage, urge them to get covered by July 15th. Illness or injury can happen to anyone at any time. Getting covered will give you peace of mind knowing that you've got health coverage. Wise words from Michelle, because nobody saw this pandemic coming back in January. And just to break things up a little bit, I've got Mitchelle Stephenson coming in from the city of Annapolis. She is the spokesperson, and she's got some info on a very cool event coming up this Saturday.
I'm Mitchelle Stephenson with the city of Annapolis. The city has organized a pop-up recovery zone for Saturday in the Design District at the unit block of Edgewood Road. What's a pop-up recovery zone, you might ask? It's where we close the street so that patrons can be out of doors while enjoying shopping and music and food. At the Saturday event, which runs from 5 to 10 p.m., enjoy food from local food trucks, live music, as well as vendors and artists who will be stationed throughout the block. Mayor Gavin Buckley, Alderwoman Rhonda Pindell-Charles, and the Greater Parole Community Association, as well as the Annapolis Design District, are sponsors. Wearing your face covering in the recovery zone is strongly encouraged, except while dining. Come on out, Saturday, June 27th from 5 to 10 p.m. That's Edgewood Road at Virginia Street. See you there.
And speaking of recovery zones, I hate the name, but man, the city has really hit this one out of the ballpark. They're giving all of our favorite businesses, all of our favorite stores, all of our favorite restaurants a true fighting chance at getting out of this pandemic. So congratulations to the city of Annapolis, and thank you. And finally, as we wrap it up, St. Martin's Lutheran School right there on Forest Drive in Annapolis is planning on opening 5 days a week for face-to-face instruction for the 2020-2021 school year. I believe this is the first one in the state. Now, according to school head Patrick Kiley, the decision was based on a number of factors, including the relaxed restrictions that we see on the state level, but they also took into consideration their typical small class sizes as well as their ability to safely socially distance students and faculty. Kiley did say we have plans in place to keep all constituents safe, but at the same time engage our students with the appropriate education they deserve. And he also did say that should it become necessary, St. Martin's will also have online and hybrid learning options as contingency plans. Too bad we aren't going to know what Anne Arundel County Public Schools are going to be doing for a little bit. All right, that does wrap it up for the news today. Please make sure you check out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day for updates on these stories and more. You want to check out those pictures from Glenn Miller of that fire in Cape St. Clair. If you are someplace you can give us a rating or a review, please do that. And make sure your friends and family and colleagues all know how to download a podcast and how to subscribe to this one. It is Thursday, so we do have Trevor standing by with your Annapolis Makerspace Maker Minutes. And as we have always, George Young with your local DMV weather forecast. All of that coming up right after this brief message from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Thursday, June 25th. Yesterday brought nicer conditions to the Annapolis region with temps in the 80s, but also with lower humidity and a fairly nice breeze as well, making it feel much nicer than the previous few days with muggy conditions. And today will be fairly similar as well, with mixed skies and highs again in the 80s, but with a very small and valid chance for a few scattered showers and storms in the PM hours. Then it's more sunshine Friday and Saturday, though temps will warm into the upper 80s to lower 90s Friday before low to mid 90s across all of Anne Arundel County on Saturday to kick off the weekend, before a small chance of storms returns to the area on Sunday with highs again near 90 degrees. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Store. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Dirty house? Call a spouse. That's right. Facts are, men don't always listen when it comes to cleaning the house. Spouses Cleaning Houses does. They clean almost anything. Fridge, oven, tub, showers, walls, porches, floors, ceilings, carpets, upholstery, tables, counters, pictures, mirrors, lights, fans, windows. They even take out the trash. Spouses Cleaning Houses has more than 13 years experience maintaining sparkling clean homes in and around Annapolis with respect and dedication. The friendly and flexible cleaning professionals at Spouses listen, understand, and act to meet nearly all your cleaning requests. For that breath of fresh air, clean feel, call a spouse at 410-571-9428 or at spousescleaninghouses.com. Just in time for your summer get-togethers, they're offering a spectacular summer savings, 20% off your first cleaning. That's right, save 20%. Just call a spouse, 410-571-9428 or at spousescleaninghouses.com. Spouses Cleaning Houses. Men may not listen, the spouses do.
Every week, makers, crafters, and educators hold events all over the area. Highlighting some of those, here's our Makers Minute, brought to you by Annapolis Makerspace.
Hey, this is Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes. Blended Essentials in Severna Park has summer camps going on. They're making candles, soaps, bath bombs, lotions, and more. Next week's summer camp theme is Stars and Stripes. Wine and Design in Annapolis has some more take-home kits. This week, check out Birds Perched in Magnolias, Starry Night Palm Island. These highlights are Poppin', Mischief Managed, and Patriotic Gnome take-home kits. The Annapolis Streaming Facebook group has more music on the way. Tonight, it's Live Art Maryland's Quarantini concert, as well as the Boogie Babes live stream. Saturday is the Quarantine Country live stream, as well as Aaron Hawkins of Loose Ties. Sunday is a live stream AM/FM benefit with a rare Davidson Exchange live appearance with the best of the 60s and early 70s from their driveway to help raise money for the Annapolis Musicians Fund for Musicians. Monday is Nate's Monday Nooner webset, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Spencer Joyce is doing his 3 days a week live streaming. Art Farm has their summer art camp registrations open. The first one starts this week with pencil, charcoal, ink, and paint with Kat Dolch, starting on Monday and runs all next week. You can reserve your spot for as little as $100 down. Art Farm's still doing some virtual classes as well. On Sunday is virtual beginner photo editing. Over at Maryland Hall, their summer camps for kids have started up. This week they're doing a Young Illustrator Workshop virtual camp for ages 7 through 11 at the Clay Bakers in Annapolis. Check out their Party Animals in the House Pottery to Go that you can order online and get creative at home. They have lots of other pottery you can take home and paint as well. And check out their Artrageous summer camps, like their Made in Mud camp all next week at the Anne Arundel County Public Library System. Every weekday they're doing Facebook Live story times. Today they're also doing Pride and Centuries of Prejudice, 300 plus years of LGBTQ plus people in the Chesapeake, as well as the Spanish language version of How to Navigate Your Finances in Uncertain Times. Tomorrow they have another great movies discussion with His Girl Friday, starring Cary Grant, that you can watch through the library's access to Canopy with a K. On Monday is Mondays Are Murder online true crime discussion. This month's discussion centers around Robert Pickton and the Pig Farm murders. And on Wednesday, check out Intro to the Library's ebooks and streaming options. And the Enoch Pratt Library up in Baltimore has Facebook story times every Thursday and Monday, so check them out as well. You can find links to all of these events at the Annapolis Makerspace website at makeannapolis.org. And whether you're making art, software, sawdust, or just a mess, chances are you're already a maker. This has been Trevor from Annapolis Makerspace with this week's Maker Minutes.
Whether it's a fire, a hurricane, or a virus, Annapolis comes together. We've done it time and time again, because this is a town that gets it, a town that knows how to lift each other up when the world falls down. As we face this new challenge, I encourage our community to come together as we've always done. I'm Steve Samaras from Zachary's Jewelers. I pledge to lend a hand to support my family, my team, my neighbors, and the small businesses in our town. Together, let's do what we've always done.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.